to using your content. Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 AI-powered voice generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello, Biggles. I see you out here already. Up and at 'em quite early, are we? Gotta pop that first cold one in the morning, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Damn, that's good. I don't know if you guys have seen those memes and videos talking about the first cold monster in the morning. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Aren't we all just pieces of meat there? I mean, in the end, we're all just pieces of meat just kind of walking around and stuff, you know? That's why I choose not to ponder my existence. You know? Oh man, yeah, I'd probably end up doing the same thing. If I didn't have internet, I'd be in bed by 7:30. And then, you know what? No, you know what I probably would do, in all honesty. If I didn't have internet, I'd probably pop in some Lord of the Rings and stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning watching that. But then again, I as soon as I say that, I also realize that Lord of the Rings is one of the best movies to fall asleep to. So I would probably not make it through the first movie. So I'd probably end up in bed by 7:30 anyway. Or asleep on the couch. Oh, dag nabbit, ads. Playlist is not supposed to have ads. There we go. Alright, so I don't have really anything in mind for I don't really have anything in mind for a new map, so I guess we'll kind of just wing it today, shall we? It's Con Week. Oh, it's Con Week. The narration, just the opening scene with Galadriel. And into it he poured his cruelty, his malice, and his will to dominate all life. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Do we want to do fantasy? Let's see, we've got fantasy maps, fantasy world, watercolor cities, fantasy regional, sci-fi battle maps, watercolor battle maps, and parchment world. Oh, dude, but there's the thing. If the narration doesn't get you, the hobbits will. You get the Shire theme concerning hobbits. Oh man, it's lights out. It is lights out. That or The Office is what I always fell asleep to for the longest time while it was on Netflix, and Netflix still had some scruples. They let The Office slip through their fingers. For the longest time, The Office was really the only reason that I kept a Netflix subscription. The Office, and they had It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia too. And those were, for probably a good year and a half to 2 years, The Office and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia were the only things I would play on Netflix, and they were on all the time. All the time. And admittedly, that was the only thing I had going on in my life at that point. I would get home from work and I would smoke weed and play Minecraft and have The Office going on in the background. It was really the peak of existence, honestly. Like, I had no problems, no issues. I want to look and see what people have done. What all people have done. And I'm not going to, for a second, claim that I can do any of this, but look at this. And something like this would take me far too long to do. And now that we've got a Patreon to feed, let's see. Okay. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. A retreat in the woods. Ooh, look at how pretty this one is. I like that. They were able to make the tracks conjoin a little bit. That's pretty cool. It's cool stuff. And look, they even got the natural... See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Yeah, it was pretty sad. And I'm not saying my life is much better now, but at least, you know, I show my face to certain people. What's up, Psychosis? How's it going? Silver Rose Inn. Wow, this is cool. They did a good job with this one. It's odd that they only have 4 tables, but, you know, it is what it is. Ooh. Interesting. What's up, Psychosis? We are just trying to figure out what, we're just trying to figure out what style we're going to go with this time. Yeah, I need to adjust the screen here a little bit. There. Alright, I'm gonna transition real quick. Hold on. Okay. You guys should be able to see a little bit better on the screen there. Good map morning there, history. Another day, 6 feet above the ground. But in all honesty, if you think about it, 6 feet ain't so far down. Let's see. That's pretty cool. I don't really know. This is more of just an ambience map, I think. Because I don't really know how it might be sort of functional, but a lot of cool stuff and a lot of cool details on here, and I can see where somebody would have a lot of fun making this. See, this one really, I was looking at this one before. This one really impresses me. I like this one a lot. There was a lot of work that went into this one. This one, the sci-fi ones are really impressive. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Up here at the top of the screen, there's some sort of like a biological growth or something. That's pretty cool. Do I need to adjust the screen size again? Yeah, the sci-fi assets are from this map maker. Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. So I'm hoping maybe you'd be able to see kind of what's going on here. Let's see. Sorry, gotta ban bots. Let's see. We've kind of messed with the regional watercolor cities. Let's see what they've got here. See, there's some cool stuff in here. That's a nice big one. Look at that. Yeah, see, this is pretty cool. Look at that. They got the multi-layered cities, and the assets definitely, like, they get bigger as they come closer to the viewer. Wow, that's pretty cool. Lots of cool stuff there. Yeah, it's cool stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? Vinny Boombots, whose job is to bounce all of the unwanted bots. Dude, that would be a great idea. I don't know if they're... I mean, that's the thing. I don't know if AI is quite there yet to be able to distinguish between bots and actual people, unless the bot was actually able to get into somebody's like IP address or something. All right, so what do we think? Do we want another fantasy battle map? Do we want sci-fi? Do we want a city? I think, well, see, here's the thing. I wouldn't mind trying something a little bit different. I would grow concerned that that it would take a little bit longer. You know what I mean? What's wrong with my audio? You just saying fix your audio is not specific enough for me to know what's going on. Slight echo, huh? Let me see here. Audio. Nice. Alright. Alright, how's that? That's funny. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. I think I see. My monitors are... Okay, I see. I see. Hold on. Is this better? All right, awesome. We figured it out. Okay, so a near future dark urban fantasy setting. Okay. Okay. All right, history challenge accepted. Let's see. We're going to do sci-fi. Alright, so Dark Urban. So like Cyberpunk 2077 is what we're looking at here. Alright. Alright, let's see what kind of stuff we've got here. Like Shadowrun, but for international copyright reasons, not Shadowrun. But still, we should run. Yes. Okay. I actually, you know what? Shadowrun is one that I have not delved into, that I've heard a lot of people really like, and I just haven't gotten into it. So if I get the opportunity to actually play it, then that's what we're going to do. We're going to play it. All right. So, okay. 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 Look at all this stuff. Okay. Okay. Well, Shadowrun's awesome, but it's still a lot to know. Okay. Well, so then that's probably something someone is going to have to run for me. Because if it's that complicated, then I don't know if I'll be able to learn all the rules to run an effective game. Like, you see how much trouble I have remembering all the rules to Call of Cthulhu and the One Ring. Call of Cthulhu can get complicated as far as the way that the rules are written, but the One Ring is not really that complicated at all. And there's still things that I'm just like, what? Okay, so let's see. What is our premise going to be? Our premise is going to be like Shadowrun, near dark future, fantasy. So, I mean, immediately the thing that my mind goes to is Cyberpunk 2077, the game, like the whole motif, the styling, and all that good stuff. Yeah, history. Frost talks about the Dresden Files quite often, and he was talking about he actually ran like a Dresden Files game. And then I got another buddy who talks about the Dresden Files too. So I guess Shadowrun is... Oh, that's Shadowrun-ish. Okay. So let's see. Let's set the stage. Like, what... So we've got our setting. It's kind of a near-dark future. Sci-fi-ish styling, right? What is happening? What is the situation? Like, where are we? Are we on a skyscraper rooftop? Are we in kind of a cafe? What are we thinking? Well, it depends. You can skip a lot by ignoring the decking, rigging, and astral plane. For like a one shot and most of the background lore, but you can dive really, really deep. Interesting. See, that'd be something that I wouldn't mind doing. Like, if we were to do, like, a long-term campaign, then maybe, you know, that might be something worth doing. But honestly, that really depends on the hunger for it. And, you know, if I had my way, like, I would just be running the One Ring forever. You know, I just because I love the setting. I mean, I do have my way, but you know what I'm talking about. Downtown street cafe and market. Okay. All right. Very good. Oh, we've got 2 suggestions. Downtown street cafe and market, or skyscraper penthouse suite. Maybe we could do a sci-fi series or something. Just do a couple sci-fi maps, and we could like kind of switch back and forth. So let's do the downtown street cafe and market first, and then afterwards we can do skyscraper penthouse suite. Okay. All right. So let's start off with let's see. Probably gonna get some tile flooring. Let's see, it's downtown, so the area is probably going to be a little bit nicer. Okay, let's frame it out first. Let's frame out our market here. That's maps that's usually in any modern and or sci-fi space opera setting. There will always be a market and a cafe. Let's see. It's industrial. Okay, I'm just looking through and seeing what we've got to work with here. And a lot of the wall selection isn't quite as robust as the fantasy section, but that's all right. We'll see what we can do. What kind of walls? Let's see what kind of line work we've got. Dagnabbit. Ads. YouTube messing with live streams so he plays ads right in the middle. That's awesome. It's awesome. That's cool. Okay, okay. Conveyor belts. Let's see. Okay. And then we also need a fill. So what kind of fill do we want? That's a carpet. Oh, wow. Here, hold on. Dagnabbit, you. Alright, we want to make sure we get the whole thing. We're starting off strong, boys. Starting off strong. Alright. So what is, Oh, so we're talking like this is kind of like a busy. Okay, 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 okay. I see what we're talking about here. All right, so that changes everything. We want kind of a darker. Can we go? And then let's see if there's like a sidewalk or something. Okay, I see. Okay, so this is what we want here. And then I think what we need to do is do that. Oh, no. No, that was not. Dagnabbit. All right. How do we want to do this here? All right, I think, okay, so we're gonna have to start over here. I'm just learning the mechanics here. So we want to put the grid out. Then I'm envisioning a street going there. We're just gonna do this. Okay. Hmm. Texture scale. That. I think. See, that looks weird. I'm gonna fill the rest of this up, maybe. Dang it. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. We're gonna do this. And then very carefully. Ever so carefully. All right. I feel like. Do you guys think we need to change up, like, I think we need to change up the ambiance. This is fantasy. We need sci-fi. Let's see. Let's see. Cyberpunk. Oh, here we go. Let's try this one. Gotta get rid of the ads first. There. I've got some other stuff going on here. Let's see. What does this sound like? All right, what do you guys think? Is this too busy? That's not bad. I feel like I'm in the middle of I'm in the middle of a club. Honestly, that's what it feels like. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Shoot. Boop. Okay, yeah. I'm starting to feel this, man. This is groovy. Let's see, I'm trying to find like a market stall. Let's see if they got a market stall. Nope. Nope. Let's see, what kind of stuff they got here? Grocery shelves. That's it. Okay. We might have to construct this ourselves here. 8 creatures. Let's see. Creatures, creatures, creatures. What is that? Oh, it's a statue. Interesting. Looks like it'd be hooked up to something. Let's see. What's up, Clueless? How's it going? I'm sorry that you're at work today, unless you love your job. In which case, I'm glad that you're at work today. Okay, let's see what we've got to work with here. Put a taxi there, because why not? And then we'll put ooh, I like this one. Fireplaces. Let's see. That's an electric stove. Looking for probably something a little bit more gritty than that, because that looks pretty luxury. Let's see. Let's just go with. I did see another stove. Here we go. Let's just do this. Let's just do this. We're gonna do that. Let's see. This is going to be yet another one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm going to have to piece it together little by little, and then we're going to make adjustments to it. You know what? Let me go back here because I think this is probably, we're gonna have some stools there. Let's see. He's probably got a table over here. It's gonna have his cutting board and stuff on it. And then he's probably gonna have. Let's see. No, just simple little stools. That's fine. That's fine. We can just do. See, we've got these plastic chairs here. Let's see. Took a break to clean up for gaming. It's coming along well. To clean up for gaming? What does that mean? You having a... Oh, you've got a private game today, don't you? Oh, I think today it's going to end up being like a day that's pretty much just strictly an inside day for me, which is not too dissimilar from most other Saturdays. But the weather is just awful. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Let's get rid of that one. And we are going to put... Thing of fortune cookies there. Maybe that might be a little bit too big. Let's see. What else we got? Yeah, let's do this one instead. Oh, that one's massive. Look at that. It's huge. Yeah, just have a little fridge. Yay, more bots. All right. Let's see. Good morning, Chrysanth. And wait, so my mic still sounds bad? Or is it the soundtrack that I've got going on in the background? Good morning, Wilson. Because I've had others say that the sound was a little better. I did have a little dial on my mic turned down a little bit until just now. So maybe that's it. There's a little dial on the bottom of my mic here that adjusts. I'm still echoing. All right, later history. Is that what bots do? Let's see. That's the right. I'm on the right device here. It started back up when the Leshy arrived. Yeah, I've got the right microphone set up, and I've only got one input for the microphone. Okay. I wonder, does that help at all? I don't know. Maybe I need to. Maybe my levels are a little too high. I don't know. Like, stuff like this is what really frustrates me, because I'm like, I haven't changed anything. It's all the same. I'm using a USB. Let me see. Mm. Oh, wait a minute. That's right, because this is a mm. Let's see. So, yeah, I'm on Streamlabs right now. Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's output. All right, here we go. I don't know if this is any better. No, I don't have any monitors going through the output. I think there was a Windows update, which is strange because I'm still on 10. I thought they were going to stop with the updates on Windows 10. Sir Clueless, we are doing like a sci-fi market slash food stall slash, I guess it's going to end up evolving into an entire like kind of sidewalk type deal. Let's see. All right. Is it still screwing up for everybody? Yeah, I don't have any additional monitors or anything. No offsets. Let's see. Golly. It's fixed? I don't even know what I did, honestly. Better now? Okay. Guys, I don't even know what I did. Honestly. I really don't. I really don't. I went... So, I will tell you what I did do. I went to my Windows settings and changed my default input device to my microphone, because I guess that defaulted back to my headphones. I don't know if that's a reason why, but, like... You can see this little red thing on the end of my headphones here? It should be muted. Oh, good God. Was I echoing yesterday? Was I echoing last night at all? Okay. Let's see. All right, is that better? How about now? That is worse. Okay, now I know. All right, so I must have some sort of maybe Windows has a monitoring. HyperX output. Hmm. All right. Good God, dude. All right. What if I do that? Is that any better? There, that sounds good. Okay. I don't know what changed, or how the settings that I had, fine, or how the settings that I had changed, because it was fine before, but now all of a sudden, it is not good. Okay, so I need confirmation. Am I better now? This is the kind of stuff. This is the kind of stuff that makes people not get anything done. And this is one of the reasons why, like my dad, it sounds better. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, Chrysanth says I sound good. Or better. But not perfect. Okay. I don't sound the best. I don't have... You can't... Is it the dulcet sounds of my voice that you're having issues with? Is that possibly what it is? Alright. That's actually a little bit more relaxing. I like this one anyway. Every other sentence sounds different. Dude, this doesn't make any damn sense. So literally nothing I do is changing it, basically, is what I'm hearing. Alright, so I am... Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. How about now? Alright, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. There's got to be something going on in the inner reaches of my computer. That this might be the universe telling me I need to get a new computer. It's saying like, "Hey, dude, your stuff is outdated, and you need to get a need to get a better one." There it is. All right. Good now. I found it. Ah, I found it. Okay. All right. Now, it's time to get back to business. I think. Unless it screws up again. Which it probably will. It'll probably screw up again. But we'll take that as it comes. Because my dad works on cars. And the main reason, like, I'd go out to the shop and help him work on cars and stuff. And when I would do it, I'd help him. And I'd put something together with the way that I thought was correct. And it didn't work. I would get so frustrated. And that's the same thing that's going on here. Now, the issue is that for whatever reason, there was a hidden input for my mic. So I had two mic inputs in Streamlabs. Which makes total sense now. I had one that was labeled a microphone and another one that was labeled HyperX, which is my microphone. And so I just got rid of one. And it took me freaking half an hour to find it. Because I'm an idiot. I think you did, but like I said, it was hidden. Like, I had to go searching deep for it. Like, it was, for whatever reason, there was like, there's a way you can hide certain inputs from your monitor or from your mixer in Streamlabs. And that's where it was, sitting there. It wasn't showing, and like, yeah, it was just kind of hiding in plain sight, which like I said, I'm an idiot, so it's my fault, definitely. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. Do they have concrete bollards? Nope. I got Jersey Bears. Looking for little like those concrete posts? Keep cars from driving up on the sidewalk. That's what I need right now. I think you might be onto something, Warlock. I think there is a lack of puns in the chat. Alright. So maybe we can actually get a map made now. Let's see. Of all the things not to have, why a bollard? There are streets here. There should be bollards. We have no bollards, which means we can't have nice things because cars can just drive up on the sidewalk. It's like Grand Theft Auto up in here, man. Let's see. Do. What is this, European? Hold on. Oh, sweet jeepers. Now let's move it back just a little bit. Boo, right there. We want to make sure that we've got plenty of room because we're going to put some... Since we don't have bollards, we're going to have to put some jersey barriers up there. I'm going to need to move this back a little bit further. Do these need to be, I might just need to straighten these out here. Yeah, make it look a little bit nicer. Because they would have been placed here deliberately, probably by the Department of Transportation, City Council, whatever. So they'd be a little bit better aligned than that. And they're also frickin' heavy, so I don't think just any Joe Schmo is going to be moving these around. Let's see. Burst of the door at full tilt, causing you all to turn your heads and see what I'm carrying. A sign which reads, "Made you look." Well, hello there, Dax. What an entrance. What do you call a zombie that writes music? A decomposer. Beautiful. Well done. By the way, you guys noticed a little bit of an addition to my little setup here? My camera's not good enough for you to be able to really make out what it is, which is kind of disappointing. But I've got a certain fruit as a light behind me. all this back just a smidge. All right. Let's see. What else do we got? What else do we got? What else can we put here? It is a banana lamp. So I have to give all the credit, Chrysanth, you're asking where I got it. I have to give all the credit to Circus, who actually sent it to me via Discord. He's like, oh, hey, check this out. And I immediately, within 20 seconds, I was like, it's on its way to me. And it got here within a day. Like, this is, okay, so you guys are witnessing history right here, right? I haven't changed my background in how long have I been on the internet? How long have I had a presence on the internet? Like 3 years at this point? That hasn't changed once. And so I finally, just yesterday, got something that made it worth changing a little bit. See, I don't really have a whole lot. I don't have a decorating eye. So, honestly, if you were to walk into my house and see just everything around it, you'd realize that it looks like shit. In person. But on camera, the resolution is bad enough that it doesn't look quite so bad. Well, see, I have an issue with my, like, what I would love to do is have, like, a bookshelf back here behind me. Like, you know, like everybody does. Everybody's got a bookshelf. Like, if they're not using a green screen, they got, like, a bookshelf or something displaying different things that they own. And the problem is that, like, right here, you can see right here, there's a door that leads upstairs. And, if I were to put a bookshelf there, I mean, it would just block access to it, basically. So I can't really do a whole lot with it. And plus, basically, my computer's right here. My TV is literally right there. My living room TV is right next to me. And my couch is right here. And so I don't really have a whole lot of room to move about. You know, I guess I could take my TV and put it over, but I've got a big bay window that sits over here. And then where would I put my couch? Like, I would need to have a professional interior decorator come in and, like, move all this stuff around to make it both functional and look good. But I'm the kind of guy who I don't really care about how something looks, as long as, you know, as long as I can find what I need. Like, I've got chairs that are basically catch-all for just stuff because I don't use them, you know. The banners. So the one down in the bottom here that's kind of going across the bottom, that is House Stark from Game of Thrones. I got that. Where did I get that? I think it was a gift from somebody. Or no. Me and a couple other buddies were just, we all got one. A buddy of mine got House Bolton. I got House Stark. And then somebody else got House, I think it was Baratheon. I think somebody got House Baratheon. And then the other one, obviously, you know, that's the White Tree of Gondor. That was a gift from somebody. And then, you know, I've got the American flag that's just off screen. On other streams, I think my camera angle's a little bit wider so you can see it. And then this poster back here, I went ahead and hung up a poster just because it's different. And it wasn't really doing anything. I kind of had it in storage earlier. But I hung that up. That's BioShock Infinite. Which is a game that I absolutely love. Never heard of either. That's a good point. Yeah, Warlock, you raise a good point. I might not be the only one who's soulless in this chat. Not soulless, just lazy. Yeah, there's better things you can do with your time than decorate. So, creatures and such. Oh, you know what? Let's switch these two around. This one's going to be open because this is where he's going to throw all of his garbage when he's preparing the food. And this one's for, I don't know, I guess just people. Okay. Sidewalk is a little wide, so I think what we need is... I think we need some... buildings here. Let's see. Okay. There was one in particular that I thought was here. Metal. Hello, Dave. Oh, thank you. Yeah, was that? I think that was. Yeah, that was on your suggestion. I didn't have that accent in mind at all until you said that he probably needs a lisp, and I was like, well, that makes sense. Given his biology, he probably would have a lisp. That is a good point, Brian. Yeah. Because, lots of people get driver's licenses and they are just the dumbest people on the face of the planet. You know? Oh, wait. Um... There we go. Nice. What you want, dog? What you want, dog? Alright, we need more clutter. More clutter! Let's see. What was I doing? A road LED? Hologram caution tape. That's cool. I like that. I like that. Let's see. Golden curb? A golden rail? Lots of gold here. Let's see. I don't know. Let's holographic silly string. You guys are silly. Let's see. Look at all these different stairs. That's crazy. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Sidewalk. Lit sidewalk. Wish I'd have seen this 10 years ago. All right, what's the fill texture? The fill texture is going to be some sort of, let's see, what sort of texture is this going to be? How's about perhaps this is some sort of a luxury hotel with fine tilings and carpets and rugs. Let's see, that's glass. Oh, let me see if I can do something real quick. I am interested to see what I can do with this. Oh, dude. All right, let me see if I can do this. This might be interesting. So if we I might use that later, because that's cool. That's cool. I might use that later, but not now. Now, I think what I want to do is... see, we want... What is that? Spaceship hull interior? No, sir. We want a fancy wooden floor. That's what we want. And when do we want it? Now. We want it now. And so, I think... Let's see. Actually, that doesn't really make sense. We would need a little bit more space, I think, for a fancy hotel. Wait. Alright. What are you guys talking about over here? Cross stitch. You guys know her too well. That's cool. You know what I might do? I think I know what I'm gonna do with that. I know what I'm gonna do with that. We're gonna do this, perhaps. Let's take a look at this and do some nodes. Let us see. Nodes. Here we are. I'll put one of the doors here. Oh, no. Undo that. I don't know what I just did. Nodes. Portals. There we are. Okay. Let's start it here. And then the portal shall go all the way over there. And let's find a door. Let us see. Perhaps there's a glass door. Or... see, sliding doors, industrial doors. What sort of door might this location have? That's a magical door. Here, yeah, we'll do this. Yeah, because this grid isn't to scale. There was one thing I wanted to do here. Railing. Here we go. A lit curb. Guys, look how dope that looks. That looks pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. Looks pretty dope. And we shall do the same thing on this side. How do we do that? Okay, so we started it on right there. Boop. Dope. Let's see. You think there's too many Jersey barriers? Yeah, maybe you're right. Makes sense for them to be around the light posts and such. Yeah, and you know what? You're right, because now we have we've got a curb there. Oh, oh, oh. We have let me see. Where are manhole covers usually? Let's see. Later, Dax. Let's save this real quick. Oh, I know what I want to do. Let's see. Put one there. And then we will put another node there. And then we'll put another one right in the middle. And then I want to drag here. We're going to curve that. And we're going to drag it in. Oh! That is not what I wanted to do. Why does it do that? That's weird. That is weird, dog. Trying to make a driveway here. What? Whoa, that's wild. Trying to figure out how to do this here. Let's see. See, it just cuts that off a little bit. But if I drag it this way, it cuts that part off a little bit. Interesting. Okay, so let's screw this. There we go. Okay, let's start over. I'm gonna put a node here. I'm gonna put a node. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boo, boo, boo. And we're gonna put a node right here in the middle. And we're gonna dagnab it, curve it, and then, how do I do that? I want to make it to where it, let's see, how do I mess around with this to make it do what I need it to do? I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it alone because this seems to be not working out how I want it to. So, like, I'm trying to get it to where it curves out and not in. But if I just click here and, yeah, see, that doesn't work. Okay, let's try this. Boop, and boop. I think that should be good. What the fudge? There we go. All right, all right, all right, all right. Oh. Guys, this is not turning out too good. All right, we're just going to leave it alone. We're going to leave it alone. That's all there's to it. We're just going to leave that alone. Because that's taking too much time. And, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Because I know. Let's see. Like, because I know they're in the middle of the... Some of them are in the middle of the street, and some of them are on the sidewalk. I guess it doesn't really matter where. Now, see, the thing is that what I want, like, you know, you can blame the city planners all you want. That's fine. But my whole goal is to make this something that is engaging. You know, I want people to want to play on it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something that a DM presents to their players is like, okay, this is the general area where you're at, then the players would be like, oh, wow, okay, cool. All right, later, Clueless. It may be something that, you know, that a DM can do something with. Like, maybe plan around, put some encounters in. Something that sparks a little bit of creativity, you know? Oh, I forgot a lamppost. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Is there a yeah, it's kind of, this is very interesting because I'm not there's just so much stuff going on in these assets. Like, it's tough for me to know, like, what do I want and where do I want it, you know? But I'll tell you what, here, I need to go to the potty real quick, and I'll be right back. You know, Wilson, now that you mention it, it was a bit of an emergency. I was like, oh, okay. Number one was fine. And then all of a sudden, I was like, ooh, my belly hurts. Yeah, I think my din-din last night came back to bite me. Which is fine, you know, it happens. When you eat that much meat and beans and all that good stuff, that tends to happen sometimes. That's all right. We're back now. We are back. Let's see. Trying to figure out. Let's see. Do we have? I wanted to see if we had some like walking. Oh gosh, what you call it? Pedestrian crossing signs. But I don't see any pedestrian crossing signs. Let's see. I know, it's horrifying, right? It's crazy. Absolutely nuts. See, this building needs a sign. Actually, let's do a blue one. Let's do a blue one. Oh, it's too big. Far too big. That's what she said. Okay. Need a little stand here. Let's see, because I'm thinking, I mean, there's going to be a magazine stand, right? People still buy magazines in the future, right? Grocery shelves. Let's do this. Let's do another building real quick. Let's just real quick. Let's do another building. And then inside this building. Oh, it's got the same tiles in it as the other one. We don't want that. We want different ones. Let's do these. Wait, what? Is it the same? They look the same. They're all basically the same design. Let's see. What else? What else? What else? Here, that's what we'll do. Let's see. Let's see. We need more nodes. More nodes. And we're just gonna, I think the door for this one's gonna probably go off screen a little bit. Let's see. And then we're gonna put a door. Let's see, which door? No. Nah. Let me see, do they have windows? Let's see. Kind of want to make the little joints there about as thick as the wall. That looks good. But as a result, I might move this up this way a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay. Slowly but surely, we're filling up here. Oh, little bitty details I want to throw in here too. Let's see. A little bit of smoke. The thing I wish they had was like a storm drain or something. No, no storm drains. It's all right. Although, I feel like, I mean, there definitely needs to be some place for the water to go along these curbs here. Let's see, what else we got? What else we got? Plant tanks? What is that? Interesting. That's a cool asset. I don't know what I'd use it for, but I'm sure we'd find something. Let's see. Get some dumpsters around here. Let's see. It's all kitchen stuff. Let's see. Let's... More to the left? What needs to go more to the left? This here? I don't know how much, honestly, I don't know how much of a delay is on this. So that could have been in regards to something completely different that I don't even remember. Oh, it said that 20 minutes ago. Yeah, stream delay is pretty big. It's probably like, I don't know, 20 seconds or something. 15, 20 seconds. Oh, dumpsters. This needs to go more to the left? Or this one? Let's go save this one. So I'm trying to figure out what could possibly be going on in these buildings. Not a whole lot. I'm thinking this is probably just a grocery store. And so we're going to have, let's see. See, the thing about the sci-fi stuff is that it's all, like, all this stuff is, it's repeated in different collections. Let's get rid of that door. Let's make a better door. Let's see. Make it look a little bit more like a grocery store. Let's see. Oh, that was in the line tools. Let's see. Oh, the second one. Okay. Let's see. See, we're going back to the old days when we had proper checkout counters. Doesn't need to be that long. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this. There should be a little... Let's see. Card scanner, small office appliances. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah. Okay. That was not what I needed. I'm putting these little scanners at the end here. They'll scan your groceries. Okay. Let's see. There we are. Hmm. Move this over just a little bit. There we go. Just a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Let's see. Kitchen cabinets. Hmm. Actually, let's do, is it 0? No, we want 180. There we go. So we're going to do a few coolers here. Okay. Few coolers. Let's see. None of those, like, you know those black rugs that you get when you walk into a store, the ones that people just wipe their feet on? I'm surprised they don't have any of those. My thoughts on the Moria campaign setting for the One Ring. So I haven't read through it yet. I've heard very good things, and although I've got the Electric State planned after this adventure in the One Ring is ended, if you guys wanted, I could go back to the One Ring afterwards. And I had thought about doing a Moria thing. I don't know if it would be a full campaign. Maybe it would be a full campaign. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe it could be another adventure in the One Ring where everybody has to go into Moria for, an adventure or two. Maybe not a full campaign, but maybe there's a couple of things they need to go into Moria for. And I'd run it by everybody, and they said that they'd be interested in doing something like that. But like I said, I just haven't had time to read through it. But I will say this also. Moria has been something that I have wanted to run for several years. And haven't had the chance to. So, yeah. I mean, if we get the chance, then absolutely I would want to do that. Absolutely. But again, I mean, that also depends on, what is the demand for it? Yeah, Dungeon Delve in Moria. Yeah, I would love to do that. Even if it's just a bunch of adventurers, it could just be adventures not entirely connected to what's happened so far. It could just be people looking for treasure hunters. I don't know. I'll have to read through the book. It's been out for a while. I just haven't had time to go through it and actually sit down and digest it. But like I said, I know that the reviews I've seen of it, the people I've seen talk about it, I've seen some of the maps from it too. It looks awesome. And to my understanding, it adjusts some of the rule sets, like journey events and stuff, to help facilitate the feeling of journeying through Moria. But again, I'll have to read through it. Yeah, I think, honestly, I think that that would probably be a full dwarf party exploring Moria again. Yeah, I think that would definitely be something that I think people would go for. But I know that on this channel, we kind of wanted to do a little bit more variety. And honestly, this One Ring campaign has gone on longer than I anticipated by, orders of magnitude. So, not that I mind it. Like, it's quite honestly, nothing against Call of Cthulhu or anything. I love running that one. But the One Ring's my favorite, just for obvious reasons. I love the setting, obviously. The rule set is simple and thematic. And honestly, I feel like it is, as it pertains to the presentation of it and my abilities as a GM, I think I'm better suited towards that kind of thing than, say, Eldritch Horror. Like I said, I love running Call of Cthulhu. Don't get me wrong, but did you read through it? Now, when you so Wilson, whenever you if you looked through it, did you look at the One Ring or did you look at Middle-earth role-playing? Because I imagine that, you would have to have... I mean, if it's Durin's Bane,
I would imagine that Durin's Bane is something that they would have to construct to make it believable, but also make it to where it's borderline unkillable. Because in Tolkien's Legendarium, in One Ring and 5e both, okay. Because in Tolkien's Legendarium, anyone who has fought and killed a Balrog also died themselves. So, yeah, I don't know how that would go over. Honestly, like, that would be something that I would throw... I wouldn't make Durin's Bane an in-game boss that they are supposed to kill. I would use him as kind of like, is it Mr. X in Resident Evil that follows you around? I would use him as that. Basically, Durin's Bane is a hazard that you have to avoid. Kind of like maybe a mixture of, like in Mass Effect 3, like what Sevi's doing right now. In Mass Effect 3, where whenever you scan too much in a certain system, the Reapers come. Maybe if you delve too much, or if you make too much noise, or something in the Mines of Moria, you might run into, or you might run the risk of attracting the attention of Durin's Bane. Yeah. Like, the best you could hope for is surviving an experience where you see Durin's Bane. And perhaps, I don't know about exchange blows, but, like, if you go through Moria and you see Durin's Bane, you experience him, like, that's a story in itself to tell. And not something, not an opponent to overcome. Because in my opinion, you can't. Like, a normal person can't. It took... Yeah, don't wake Balrog, exactly. And like, you... Yes, exactly. Durin's Bane is what happens when you get too many shadow points or roll really poorly on journey events. Yeah, that's exactly what I would probably go for. But, I mean, it took Gandalf... It killed Gandalf, and it took him to bring Durin's Bane down. When Gondolin fell, it's speculated. Now, there is Glorfindel who lives in Rivendell. I don't think Tolkien ever actually came out and said that Tolkien who lives in that Glorfindel who lives in Rivendell is the same Glorfindel that fought the Balrog in Gondolin. So, to my understanding, anyone who has faced a Balrog has died as a result. Because, I mean, they're Maiar. They're basically fallen angels. They're demons. And it's not like an Azamar or something like that. They can be killed, but they're not just like a step above a normal person. They are like, they're on a whole different hierarchy. Yeah, Gandalf, Glorfindel, and Ecthelion. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, because Glorfindel fought off a Balrog when they were trying to make an escape. Ecthelion fought off a Balrog. Like, he drowned in a well? Or no, is that... or was that Tuor? I gotta Google it now. Leader of the people of the fountain and slayer of Gothmog, lord of Balrogs. Yeah. So it was Ecthelion. Or no. Okay. There's so many damn names. Yeah, first stage 472, Ecthelion fought alongside Turgon in the Battle of Nirnaeth or Nordiad, leading a wing of Gondolin's forces. Yeah, in the year First Age 510, Morgoth attacked the city of Gondolin. Ecthelion battled there against Gothmog, Lord of Balrogs, in the place of the fountain, where they slew each other. The battle was well detailed in the Fall of Gondolin and long remembered by the elves. Yeah, I think they were both cast into the well, or into the fountain, and they both died. If I remember correctly. It's been a little while since I read The Fall of Gondolin. Which is great, by the way. But yes, man, I really wish that I could do both. I really wish that I could do both, honestly. Like, if I could run the One Ring and the Electric State, then I would. But that, along with Call of Cthulhu and all the other games that I'm playing in Smoke and Barrel and Star Wars and Strange Aeons and like everything that I just simply do not have time. But the One Ring is where my heart is at. And probably always will be. Probably always will be. Okay. Yeah, basically anything that I can think of, I just have to put up in the search bar here to see if maybe it's a part of the assets that we have built here. Did I spell graffiti right? There it is. Let's see. I feel like there's something else I need to do with this. Something else around here to fill this up. Let's take this one. We're gonna put this. Oh. Which way is that facing? Yeah, that's good. I kind of enjoy how there's lights on everything. It just makes everything, I don't know, more cyberpunky. Ah, hello the sweep. Well, if it isn't the best looking TM, as voted on by the Secret Society of Only Men That Play Dungeons and Dragons style on games copyright. Hello the sweep, and it's good to see you in chat. Oh. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be the best looking DM for long if I don't get my ass back in the gym. What's the temperature right now? Aha! It is 46 degrees outside. I've actually discontinued my gym membership so as to save just a little bit more money per month. But the good news is I have some weights out in my garage. My garage, which is not currently heated, and it is, like I said, 45 degrees outside right now. So we're going to see if it warms up at all. I know it's a trademark. Good God. I'm not an artard. I ain't. Oh, there's a grill here too. Why didn't I see that? I mean, this will be just like kind of like a designated area. There. Here, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's move this around here. Yeah, we're gonna move this around, and then Let's see. Just checking. Rolling checks. Let's see. Hey, by the way, this week I saw you in chat yesterday during Strange Aeons. And thanks everybody for showing up to that. That was great. I had a lot of fun last night. That was I'm excited to see where that goes. Hopefully Noel's a little bit better at running a horror campaign than I am. Let's see. There was something else. No, that'd probably be a little bit bigger. Like that, and then we're gonna take this. Oh, if I could spell things right. Hey, I get it, man. Yeah, I used to be the same way until I got a job where I can't really listen to much. Wait, hold on. Did you say Pop-Tart ad lore? I have to know about this. What is this? What is this Pop-Tart ad lore? And how do people come up with 6 hours of it? Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I mean, kids ads though. That's a whole rabbit hole to get down into by itself. Advertising directed at children. Let's see. Cooler. Vending machine. Let's go for another. Here, I like this one. Have we used this one yet? No, we haven't. All right, let's stretch this out a little bit. And then we're gonna have our. This is Food Street here. Let's see. Hmm. Hmm. I'm trying to think, like. Hmm. See, this is kind of one thing I like about doing this is that I'll just find little random assets that I can use and just throw them somewhere. Like, oh yeah, that looks good. I like that. Is there like a wire, I wonder? Let me see. It's like a conduit. Huh. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, chat. I'm getting a little hungry, so I think I'm gonna go make me some chow. Yeah. Thanks for hopping in and watching me make this little hodgepodge of whatever this is. Next week, I guess, hopefully we will get this finished and I can make it into something that would be interesting for people to use. I don't know. We'll see. It's missing a little bit of depth, I think. So what I want to do... Maybe I'll get rid of the cars. I don't know. I might get rid of the cars just to... I don't know, give the map a little bit more room to breathe. Oh, thank you. Thank you. And speaking of which, if you also enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit the like button because that helps us out as a channel, helps YouTube realize that we're doing good things over here and might share us with other people. Right now, I think we're at 178 subscribers. Still a good ways away from monetization, but... you liking the stream, commenting on it, and everything, as well as all the other shows that we do, definitely tells YouTube, like, hey, these guys are doing good things. Maybe we should share them with other people. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see. I think this coming Thursday, we should be continuing. We're having a bit of a change up in scheduling. For Smoke and Barrel. But we will be making an announcement very shortly on that. I believe it'll be on Thursday, but we'll have to double check on that. And as always, Fear of Ages Past drops on Fridays. Newest episode of Fear of Ages Past is pretty good. So I enjoyed making it and editing it and everything, and I think everybody who well, the company enjoyed it, and everybody who's watched it seems to be giving good feedback on it. So otherwise, I will be on Moonskull later on tonight. And as Wilson says, he might be a little bit late, but there will be trivia. So thank you for that, Wilson. We always enjoy your trivia, even though I don't know anything about it. So, all right, guys. With that, I will bid you all adieu, auf Wiedersehen, Gesundheit, and God bless.